same effort, same hours, completely different results. If you've ever looked at someone operating at a different level and thought, "I'm working just as hard," you're probably right. And that's exactly the problem. Because hard work isn't the variable. Your brain is. There's a specific mechanism behind this. Neuroscientists call it limbic friction, the resistance your brain actively generates every time you attempt something that requires real change. It's not weakness. It's not laziness. It's biology, and your brain is running it on autopilot right now. Here's how it works. And more importantly, how to start working around it. Your brain runs two competing systems simultaneously. The amygdala, ancient, fast, wired for one thing, keeping you alive by keeping you the same. It fires in milliseconds. And the prefrontal cortex, your rational command center for long-term thinking and high-performance decisions. It takes several seconds to come online. Every time you try to do something hard, start the project, change the routine, have the difficult conversation, limbic friction activates before your rational brain even shows up to the fight. Stephen Pressfield wrote about this in The War of Art. He called it resistance, that invisible force that appears specifically when the work matters most. And his key observation, resistance isn't random, it's proportional. The more meaningful the goal, the stronger it gets. That's Pressfield's intuition. Here's the structural explanation. James Clear argues in Atomic Habits that your brain doesn't resist goals. It resists friction. The higher the perceived cost of starting, the stronger the avoidance signal, every time, without exception. Put both together and you get the full picture. Limbic friction is your oldest system treating your most important work like a physical threat. The good news, neural architecture can be rebuilt. That's what these 3 steps are designed to do. Step 1. Break the circuit before it closes. The moment you feel resistance toward a high-value task, count backward from 5 and physically move. The countdown activates your prefrontal cortex before the amygdala can complete the avoidance loop. You're not manufacturing motivation, you're interrupting limbic friction at the source before it locks in. Step 2. Engineer your environment like a cognitive variable. Audit everything around you, notifications, the people you spend the most time with, what's on your screen at 10 p.m. Every single one is either raising or lowering your limbic friction in real time. This is Clear's real insight, not the surface-level habit tips. These aren't lifestyle preferences. They're cognitive load variables. Reduce friction on the behaviors that build you. Increase it on everything that doesn't. Step 3. Raise your threshold permanently. Here's what most people miss. The goal isn't to eliminate limbic friction. It's to raise your threshold so high that it stops being the deciding factor. Every time you do the hard thing anyway, the difficult conversation, the task you've been avoiding, the work when you don't feel like it, you send a direct signal to your amygdala that the threat isn't real. Over time, that signal accumulates. Your baseline shifts. What used to trigger full avoidance becomes background noise. Pressfield called this outlasting resistance. Neuroscience calls it voluntary exposure to cognitive load. The result is the same, permanent rewiring of your neural pathways. Not temporary motivation, actual change. So here's the actual picture. The gap between those 2 men at the start of this video isn't talent. It isn't luck. It's that one of them built systems that make limbic friction irrelevant, while the other keeps trying to outrun it on willpower alone. Willpower is a fuel that runs out. Systems don't. Subscribe for more videos. Your brain will thank you.